Go. I reckon we are live now. Hello, welcome to Meadow Lane. Remember, we'll be bringing you full coverage of Wrexham's game at Notts County, a massive match, both audio on Wrexham Player and also video on iFollow for international fans. And it's, well, Chay, it's a huge match, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive match. Two teams in cracking form. And you can just tell by walking outside the ground, there's packed full of people. Both sets of fans are up for it. And I just can't wait to see what happens today.
Interesting team news from both sides. Wrexham with a really unfamiliar back three of Tunnicliffe, Evans and O'Connor. Two players there who maybe we would think of more as midfielders, although both experienced playing at the back. Surely to counter Notts County's movement, they're not going to bombard us with long balls. They're going to try and pass their way through. And then at the other end, Sam Dalby alongside Paul Mullen, which again, surely is because Notts County's defence, which has looked vulnerable this season, is definitely vulnerable to the counter-attack. So clearly, Wrexham are setting themselves up to absorb pressure and then try and hit them quickly on the break when we are able to. It's an intriguing setup, isn't it?
It's interesting. It's equally as exciting as it is worrying because, you know, we've had a lot of back three combinations this season, not had many really settled ones, have we? So it's going to be really interesting seeing two maybe natural midfielders in that back three role. It's a risk against a side like Notts County who are so free-flowing and can score a lot of goals.
Absolutely. Notts County as well, of course, are a side who have got a lot of injuries at the moment, and Bostock, a very influential midfielder, is out. And they also have an interesting setup. I mean, Jim O'Brien, the veteran midfielder, has had to step in because of injuries in the middle of the pitch. Jody Jones, though, is back on the flank. He and the main are dangerous, and those battles on the flanks are going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a key battle for the game today. You know, the main, he's fast, he's direct, you know, he can score goals. Joe Jones has probably been Notts County's best player this season so far. That, you know, their fans are really, really high on him this moment. It's a huge, huge game for both our wing backs as well, James McLean and is it Mendy playing?
Yeah. Mendy on the right.
Yeah, mind blank then. Yeah, it's a huge game defensively for these guys as well.
And then with us going forwards, well, Notts County have made changes at the back, including bringing in, for pensioners like me, here's a thing to ponder, Lou Macari's grandson, Lewis Macari, who is a centre-back. But they've had to make changes in their defence as well. And again, Wrexham will be looking to take advantage of it. Anyone who saw their 4-1 home defeat a fortnight ago against Mansfield will know that they are a defensive side who can be exploited. Plus Sam Slocum back in the side, a keeper who often does well against us, but also has a mistake in him.
Yeah, of course. We need to put pressure on them straight away. If we can get a couple of early goals today, get the Notts County fans on their backs like we've seen at Mansfield, they could crumble. But it could be the opposite as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I just saw a couple of interesting questions. Snowboard SNJ said that are Notts County still playing a high line? Yes, although it's got to be said, normally it works for them, doesn't it? We exploited it incredibly well, but they are still doing that, absolutely, and that's why we picked that attacking, pacey team to try and get at them. And also, I agree with this from Ades13 saying Notts and Wrexham need to keep getting promoted together and maintain the rivalry. It's a great story. I agree. It's a great club to come to. Despite the sporting rivalry, we get on well with them. And yeah, I like the idea of coming here regularly in the Football League as we both climb the divisions together.
Yeah, it's just one of those special grounds, isn't it, Mark? Where you go and you feel like you're entering a historic venue. You know, they're a very old football club. Their fans have been nothing but hospitable, and their media staff are really, really sound, in all fairness. So yeah, if we carry on climbing the league, that would be a special rivalry, wouldn't it?
It certainly would, and this will be a special game. Notts County's 5,000th league game of their history as well. Remember, we're the third oldest club in the world. They're the oldest professional club in the world. There's a lot of history running back in this game, and a lot of modern history as well. Join us live in about 5 minutes or so for the audio stream and pre-show, and then join us on the stream, the video stream on iFollow if you are outside of the UK. And with that, we're Mark Griffiths and Chay Long. Use hashtag ASKWXM to get in touch with us during the game on Twitter and we'll try and get through as many of those as we can as well. So enjoy the match however you're going to enjoy it, and join us soon.